Gonna hit balance button. Let me type that in chat, and then we'll get going.
Oh yeah.
All right. So it looks to be like it'll be interesting. I mean, we'll never get a perfect match, but they've been fun so far tonight. Nobody's just utterly just destroying it. So we'll go ahead and get that started. So,
Yeah, I've been kind of watching some of the other matches just off and on, and looks like everybody's been having a really good time tonight.
Yeah. No, we always have fun. Or I definitely like the casting more than playing and everybody watching and picking on my on all my mistakes. But I'd rather make verbal mistakes than on stream play mistakes. But that works. But we did see. I think you were playing something else in our first game, and we had a Jungle Vex, and I had to ask everybody, please don't dodge. Because he knew what he was doing,
funny.
and then they destroyed. Oh, they melted people.
Really?
Yeah,
I was not in that one, but that's amazing.
Yeah. So that's why when I saw the Michaela, I'm all like, yeah, it can happen.
Yeah.
Sock, a couple people now going for the random again, and we got that Basco random last time. That was just bad luck.
That was just destroying us, man.
He was so bad luck. I mean, he randomed into it, so
yeah.
it doesn't. I don't know if we'll see. They took off randoms into actual things, so we'll see what happens. Sock's gonna play that Desecrator. We'll see if he'll make you proud.
Oh, you better. You got a lot to live up to. I was doing pretty well that last match.
Yeah. No. Good. Definitely good Desecrator play. The Fridge Desi screen, man. It's so good.
Oh, that skin's so cool.
I love that it's snowing around him constantly. Like if you zoom in, the particles are just falling like snowflakes. It's just great.
It's so good. I know a lot of people were disappointed that it wasn't like a silly skin with like shooting TV dinners out or whatever.
Dude, it shoots a turkey.
I know, right? Randomly shoots a turkey on his ult. I mean, at least they gave us that. But I'm really happy. Honestly, I really like the way it turned out because it fits with the lore, it fits with the style. It works really well.
Well, the thing is they did exactly what they needed to do. And in this game, like in their world, they wouldn't have a refrigerator, but what they would have is an ice box. And what you got to remember is like the old times, like pre-1940s, like your ice box was just that. It was a big insulated box that you put huge chunks of ice in to cool things off. And that's exactly what the skin is. He's an ice box, and he throws those big chunks of ice out, like to knock you up, and it's fabulous.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it.
And of course, the what am I trying to say? The Indiana Jones reference.
Yes, I was like, what the hell? He's got an Indiana Jones hat on. I don't understand what's going on.
Right, and then you're like, oh, wait a minute. It's that Indiana Jones movie that we all forgot about, Crystal Skull.
Yeah. Like, there's a reason we forgot about it.
Yeah.
I saw it in theaters. It was okay, but definitely wasn't. It had some neat nods to the other stuff going on, but yeah. Like it. So let's see what happens here. Dragan getting caught out a little bit by Darowind. He's got that Kinsu. It's a lot of early game pressure.
Oh my goodness, you guys, this is my first cast too. Gara.
All right.
My first.
They just hop in. I like being people's first. It's a lot of fun. Oh, casting. Yes.
Right. Uh-oh.
So the mortal side is going to be
happening now,
Moya
boss?
in the jungle. We got a Finmore, Kensu, Zalgus, and Viana. So that Finmore Viana lane, that's like the most BM lane ever. You know what I mean? It's like, hi, we're just going to throw stuff at you and you'll never do a thing.
It's
So we got
definitely a step below Ferris Mina, though.
Yeah. Well, that's actually going for kills. So
True.
they got that going for them. So this invade, man, they've got this 4-man invade going on, but they've got a 2-man roam from the top lane coming down to make it a 5v4.
Oh, this is a problem. That Vex.
The Vex, Obi-Wan, he was doing the right thing with his team, but
Blink.
yeah, this could be bad.
Yeah.
Just a lot of posturing. Drago's going to get pinched here on top of the power buff.
Yeah,
He's going to go
goodbye,
down.
Drago.
He's giving up the first blood. They're still fighting over that buff. I didn't see who it went to, actually.
No, where'd it go?
I don't see anybody with it on. Did it go to the dibs and then he died?
It must have.
Jason Snyder going down. It was a great idea on that invade. The problem was they didn't have any wards in the kind of the bottom lane, above bottom lane towards Parasite, to know that roam was coming down. I mean, they probably could have seen it from that top ward, but it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. We're getting a shout out from Dave Paradoxic Sarah. He was listening to last match. He said he had a lot of fun watching Pyro play Desecrator.
Yeah, he was hanging out in my stream,
That's awesome.
being a boss.
Yeah, he's good at that. He is a boss, literally.
Yeah.
So, you know. So, I failed to notice this beforehand, but this is a jungle Ashabel. That's
Oh,
pretty awesome.
really?
Jungle Ashabels are deceptively strong. And maybe that's just in my MMR level, but we have seen them just utterly destroy in the jungle. They need a bit of a leash.
yeah.
The Dibs looks like he's roaming with it, though. Not sure I like that. Like, the Ashabel can do it on its own, quite frankly.
Yeah, well, Dibs is Predator, so maybe Drago's going for assisting Ashabel so that he can pick up kills.
Yeah. It's just an interesting decision. I mean, you're going to put that Desecrator, or the Desecrator with the Vex, but you're going to have the Fenmore in the solo lane.
Which he could do.
Yeah. I mean, he's fine. He just kind of has to know that he's not getting a lot of farm. I think I would have seen him rather see him go Tactician. And just harass and throw some harass down and get the CS where he can, because you can get zoned out so easily, and then you just have no money.
Absolutely. Well, he could just be depending on jungle ganks from Dibs and Ashabel.
Yeah, but still, that doesn't help him CS. That's kind of the
true.
problem. I mean, that's the big thing about Dawngate. Your roles really do determine how you're going to make money. So if you make a wrong role choice, or your role specifically, the choice you made gets shut down. Like either you went Predator and you get no kills or assists, or you go Glider, you get no CS. You're done. It's so hard to come back from that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he's hanging. Dragane's experienced. He's been around for a while. He's hanging in there. He's got 14 CS right now, so it's not horrible. I gotta stop tabbing. I'm used to that being the only thing I got here. But he's only down.
I'm trying to figure out all the controls.
Yeah, he's only down like a wave and a half on the Kensu that he's laning against, so it's not horrible. So just for caster mode, for people who haven't done the caster mode before, you've got the you can switch through the different people. 1 through 5 are the hotkeys for the mortal side. You click them once, it's just going to bring them up in this little overlay down in the bottom. It also show you their CS and stuff in the top right. If you click it twice, it's going to shift you straight over to them. And then you've got a smart camera to go back to the action. Q through T is going to be your spirit side hotkeys. That's pretty much all I use.
Which one's smart camera?
S. Just hit S and
awesome.
it goes straight to smart camera. I tend to just leave it on smart camera and let it do its thing.
Yeah, it looks like it does a
95%
good
of the
job.
time it's fine. Yeah. I think the only issues we run into is that it doesn't always show you the same thing as somebody else smart casting or with smart cam up. I'm not sure. We haven't figured out why. Oh, lots of action in the top lane. They kind of zoned the Kensu out. He's trying to get a kill on Bane, but he's going to get taken down.
Oh, he's done.
So good roam by the Ashabel and the Dibs. The Fenmore at level 6 because he's been solo lane. They came in level 5 and got a kill on a level 5 Kensu. So I think there was a little bit of a positioning issue with the Kensu. He kind of was playing up a little too far in lane and got cut off. Sock going down here, potentially. Yep. Moya getting that last dash in. There wasn't a whole lot Obi-Wan could do there.
Yeah. You know, it's been a long time since I've actually seen a jungle Moya.
She kind of fell out of favor a bit. And I don't really know why, because it's not like she's weak. She's still
Basco,
incredibly
Kogan.
strong. Yeah. I would still say that she's stronger than those two in a lot of regards, though. I think Basco got brought down to a pretty solid balance level, and Kogan, he's got pretty good clear, but that Moya, just the repositioning ability is crazy. Yeah, Zalgus just got deleted. There's that Moya ult right in the binding range with the Ashabel ult.
Ooh.
Are they going to get out of this? Really low health. The Ashabel's trying, but she's going to get picked off. YellowDrago may go down to Darowind here. It depends on which bolt he's using, and he's going to get that kill. Not going to get the other one, though. Porkchop picks it up. But overall, a 3 for 2. I think that everybody's fine with that.
Yeah, that's a fair trade. And Jungler not dead, that's good.
I think the only thing that's going to put that, make it somewhat problematic is that Dibs is a gladiator. Or Dibs is a predator. So right now he's got 3 assists in his little category there. That's going to earn him quite a bit of money.
Yeah, that's true.
Would have been nicer if he got a kills, but it's the Dibs. I don't know if he's going to go with power Dibs. He's got a control and a purity, so he's going somewhat supportish.
That has drawn my attention.
I like this from the Finmore. The Mortal Side Finmore's picked up an aggression right away, along with a hunger, a life, and a will. So he's. I really like that kind of let's go power and penetration and just kind of bully people out of that lane.
Well, yeah, and Fenimore totally can too, especially with how insanely well he can sustain. But Drake,
And he's got the
has
Viana
a
with
strife.
him too, so it's like, hi.
Oh yeah, he can
Yeah, that'll
definitely
help.
do that with
That'll
Viana.
help. Viana hasn't shopped yet, amazingly, level 6.
Viana can stick around for a long time. Her kit's very good without items.
Oh, gets the lockdown on the Desecrator. Probably would have been better on the Vex, but I don't think she was in range. Trying to chase
Still
down the
got it.
Desecrator, doesn't get it. Kensu almost landed that ultimate to lock him up just outside his binding, but it didn't land. And unfortunately, the Spirit Side jungler are all the way on the other side of the map, so couldn't really do anything. I'm seeing some warding issues bot lane. I don't like the warding from the Mortal Side. Thing is, though, they're doing really well, so it's not really a negative.
Oh yeah.
at the
How many
moment.
wards are on the map? Like 1, 2?
There's 3. But they're in really weird places. So they knew, basically they went all in on bot because they knew the junglers were top because they have that power buff warded. And then there's one in the top by Parasite, and then there's one in the bush in lane, like in bot lane, and that's it. It's really strange, but hey, it works.
Well, they're at least in okay places.
I would like to, but see, the thing, I don't like Viana just hanging around in lane just because she can forever.
Yeah, there comes that.
Because then
Div
things
match,
like this
though.
happen, and it's like, okay,
Bye, Viana.
you've got no items that would have helped you get anywhere at that point. But now she's
Yep.
going to shop. We'll see if she picks up anything good. Why did Smart Cam take me away from the lane? Come on. There we go.
Oh, gotta love that Seawolf Fenmore skin. That shark is so
Oh,
cool.
it's such a great skin. I love it.
I wish I could play Fenmore so I could use that skin.
I know, exactly, right? Like, I wish I was a decent Fenmore and that I had some money so I could buy that skin and then play it. That's really what it comes down to. Viana rushed straight into a Prosperity. We see that a lot on these support casters and just casters in general lately. Jagain in a 2v1 top lane, but making it work. Because he's
Dragon.
Fenmore.
Oh, buddy. There it is.
Daryl
There it is.
diving the tower. What was going on there? Not enough damage on that to pull him down. He gets out of that.
So close. Even
Gets out of that with about
even
50
the
health.
drain.
He's just going to heal right back up.
Yep. And he.
Oh, and
blinked,
Airstrike
right out of
almost
that
walked
last
in.
Second.
Yeah, Airstrike almost walked in and died.
That
to
would've been death.
Unfortunately. So
A little
Drain,
bit of a fight
he goes
going down in the jungle
2v1,
here.
almost destroys them all, and then with 50 health, and now he's back up. He's got 500 now again. It's like,
Oh,
okay,
why is Airstrike's still there. Oh, that's not good.
dangerous. He doesn't have the damage to
Oh,
pull that
no.
off, I don't think.
Can you get it?
Nope, not enough
Boy.
damage. He did the right rotation there under Gain, but it just wasn't enough damage. So we'll go back to Smart
Yeah.
Lane. Smart Cam's got a huge fight in the bottom. Dibs goes down. Tons of ults
No.
going up. They lock
See you
out
later,
Ashabel,
Fenmore. Nope.
but there's nothing they can do. They don't have any follow-up because the
Yeah.
Fenmore was just
Oh,
running.
Ashabel tried.
So we see the Death Fog go off, but it's not really going to get a whole lot.
Well, at the very least, they're going to be able to pressure this and get some hits on the binding.
Away.
So at least they got that.
Finmore went down in the top lane while all that was happening.
Oh.
He was low, and I don't know if the Kensu picked it up or if the Moya did, but...
Wow.
Oh, Kensu gets the kill, but just gets destroyed. Vex trying to
No,
turn it
Fenmore
around
got
even
that kill.
more. Obi-Wan taking Parasite damage,
See you
and that's
later,
not
Vex.
what you want. Is he going to get out of
Moya
this?
comes in. No.
He's trying, man, but the Moya's going to catch
so
him.
close. Yeah.
There's just nothing doing there. You do
See you
not
later.
outrun a Moya.
Yep.
Only thing that outruns a Moya is a Tess. That's it.
Yeah, and then Viana takes the kill.
Michael Warres joined us in chat. What's up, Michael?
Hey, buddy. Oh, I got some love from people in chat. Thanks, guys. And gals. People in between.
Alright, so I'm going to take a quick look at items here. Moya's finished off an Ambition. Early Rush. I'm not used to seeing that early rush in a Moya, but they're playing fine, so I can't really say anything bad about it. The Finmore finished off an Ambition too. Didn't finish the aggression in anything. Went for that Ambition first. It does give some decent armor, so that's good in that 1v2 lane against a Kensu. It also helped from the ganks against Moya. Kensu went double abolition though, so he's just going for that on-hit damage.
Moya's about to get caught. Nope.
Viana's getting chased
Just
down.
barely getting away.
Yeah. See, smart cams are in different spots here, I think. But Viana was getting chased down in a 2v1, but there was no catching up to that. Fenmore joined her back in lane. The Zalgus on the Mortal side. Oh, Dibs coming into the top for the gank.
Oh, here we go. There's the gank.
With the Ashabel, focusing on the Zalgus. They don't want anything to do with the Kensu. And that's a smart decision. Now they're going to go after the Kensu. But the Moya's there. That stasis from Dragain, though. He tried. He didn't have his ult up.
No ult, sadly.
Yeah. So it didn't really help him out like he could. Porkchop's going to go... Porkchop's going to go back to his base.
Oh, beautiful. Just barely.
Oh, Vex, get out. Just run, buddy. Desi's fine.
Oh, meanwhile, bottom lane.
Yeah, meanwhile, bottom lane. Jesus, this game.
Holy crap.
Dawngate, there really isn't a whole lot of time to talk about stuff in this game. It just happened.
True.
Triple abolition out of Kensu. So he's all in on all that abolition hype. Zalgus has a purity and an aggression for the Mortal side. And Viana's still sitting on that prosperity, so no changes there. Mortal side, the Fenmore picked up a strife. So he's just going super tanky. And he's going to unfortunately, he's going to get countered by the ruin that's going to come out of that. One of those abolitions on Kensu. So we'll see how that ends up working out for him. The Dibs is still sitting on a purity and a control. And 2600 Vim. Dibs' brother needs to buy. Because that's a lot of freaking power that he's sitting on. And they're in a 2v2 in the top lane. And it's quickly going to become a 3v3 if they stick around.
And then Moya.
And then Moya, yes. And that's why Moya is still a legitimate jungler. Dibs almost got out, and they almost got the kill on Porkchop, though.
Yeah.
Just not quite enough. I think Ashabel really wants it, but there's still 2 other people there full health. You got to respect that.
Moya's going to snag that
buff. Darowind's going to walk him down and get the kill.
Oh, see you later, Ashabel.
Yeah. You just can't hang around for that. I was getting a little greedy. Pestilence pickup on the Dibs. So he really wants that
really good to support
build.
that Asha. Yeah.
I think it's going to support the Vex a little better in the late game than the Ashabel, but he'll do okay.
True.
Ashabel picked up a Decay and a Desire.
Oh, Dragain
just... Yeah, he was going for that pickup, like, hello, I'm here. Unfortunately, he just got worked.
Blink out.
Well, it was the W from Darowind. It jumped him over, so he had to blink at that point. I think he really wanted to pull out like a stasis. He didn't have his stasis up, though, so I'm not sure what he was going for. It just played like he was trying to surprise stasis ult.
Yeah, I think that's what he wanted to do, but maybe his cooldown is close.
Darowind may go down here anyway.
Oh.
Nope!
No. Beautiful.
Nope, .jpg.
Them chains.
Oh, God. They're so close, too, each time. I mean, they're making the right decisions, I think, and going in on that, and they're just... Someone's pulling out just the right thing to do at the last second, and it's working. Ashabel just picked up an aggression to go with that, too. Desecrator went Rebirth first, and he's got a will, and the Vex has an ambition with a Clarity. So, pretty basic stuff going all the way around.
Yeah, Rebirth's always a solid choice on Desi.
Dandevil Fish. I don't understand what's happening. Dude, there's a lot of stuff going on in this game. The camera's going to because both lanes are just duking it out. Nobody's letting us have any time to ourselves, to relax, to have a few sips of whatever fine beverage we're drinking. We're not getting that. It's just lots of craziness. I say that and everything dies down. So the second I start trying to talk about the game, it's going to get back to a fight. So we've got kind of a four-man push on the bottom here. Spirit side at least, because of that double jungle. They're going to bring some quick presence to lane. Unfortunately, yeah, we needed some CC well before that. Moya coming in from way behind, though. Almost destroys the Vex. Ults under the tower so that he can get the Vex. Wow.
That was beautiful.
That escalated quickly. Still hanging out, but that's warded. But that was a ballsy move by Porkchop to I'm going to ult, and instead of taking this person to the middle of my team, I'm going to go under their binding and kill somebody. That was just crazy. Well, Mortal side's getting really greedy here, but I guess they can. Dibs is just later. I'm just going to ult to somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that.
Because he wanted out of the fight. I would have ulted down to that bottom spirit well, but that's just me. At this point, the mortal side's waiting for the minions so they
There
can
it
get
is.
this kill. We've got a good chilling presence by Desecrator, but it wasn't
Nice.
enough to keep Ashabel alive.
Yep.
And
this
Desecrator
is gonna
goes
get
down
cleaned
as
up,
well.
too.
Yeah, it's hard to. It's
That
really
binding
hard
is
to
done.
dive a Desecrator. I mean, you know this, playing a lot of Desecrator. It's not
Oh, yeah.
something you want to do lightly. So they did a good job proxying that wave, letting their minions come up. Dragain roams down and gets a kill while I'm talking.
Oh,
the
here
heck?
we goes Algus. Airstrike, maybe?
Oh,
There
he
it
needed
is,
to just
Shadow.
walk through him, so he didn't get
Spun
ulted. He'd have been fine, I think. Yeah, Finmore. Dude, the Tylernol, you had it, man. You needed to walk past him once he started doing that instead of standing in front of him. And that's just kind of a freeze. Like, if you click to auto-attack, your character's going to stop, and I think that's probably what happened.
Exactly. Of course, Moy's back up to health.
Oh, yeah.
That's
'Cause
one
it's
of the ones
Moya.
that I'm always really afraid. As a Desi, I'm always really afraid of a Moya actually when she dives, because I'm like, if I get screwed up by Moya, I'm in serious trouble.
Yeah. Well, that displacement is solid. I mean, she can get you a decent
Yeah.
lockdown on you if she can get close. But then it's just the displacement. She could put you anywhere. My favorite thing about Moya back in the day was that I would hang out near walls, ult somebody at the edge of a wall, and then take them completely on the other side of the wall so they couldn't participate in the fight at all. Kinsu doing Kinsu things, top lane with
Oh,
Ashabel.
yeah.
I wasn't even going to bother casting it because I think everybody knew what was happening there.
Yep. We saw it, and to quote Pluto.
Oh, there we go. Kinsu! And he gets that W again. He may get out of
Wow.
this.
Rocking that.
Oh,
Here
come
he
on,
goes, here he
Desi.
goes.
Be my
W.
hero. There we go.
There's
He gets a little
Desi.
lockdown on him.
So strong.
Yeah. I like
I
that
love
they
that
moved
silence.
that to his passive. That was
Oh,
key.
me too. It was sorely needed.
Yeah, and that extra bonus in the jungle, that really makes Jungle Desecrator worth it.
Absolutely. I did
Ryfar.
Desi, for the first time.
Ryfar
once,
pulling out the
earlier.
puns that I should have been using. That ult was Otter Madness. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Well played.
My pun back in the day was, if Moya isn't your favorite jungler, she ought to be. 'Cause that's just the way it is. Here we go. Doing Otter things again. Dragain is not getting out of this. I mean, it's a great stasis ult, but there's not enough damage on Dragain right now to really do anything against a full health Moya.
Yep. Tylenol going ham. And sustaining. And
Not quite
Almost.
enough. Oh,
there's the rest
that
of it.
shield, man.
Oh,
That was a huge shield. And there we go.
Wow.
He's still working it. He's doing fine. If it weren't for that
No
Ashabel
way.
ult, he'd have been just fine.
Ooh.
Oh, that was
Wow.
crazy work on Tylernol.
That was great.
Obi-Wan just barely gets out. He's like, how did I love so long? Tylernol, forget that. How did you live so long?
I don't want to talk about your
Oh,
buddy, but
man.
well done.
Oh man, yeah. And that's the power, and this is why I said I like that early power pickup for him, where he went aggression. He had that into a discretion or a destruction. So when you pop that Q, your shield is just enormous because it's doing so much damage. There we go. Kinsu doing Kinsu things again. Goes all the way through the fight to the other side of the binding. Zalgus has to leave though, so he's
Yep.
2v1, 3v1, 2v1. He kills one, can't kill the other two. Porkchop was coming up to help, but he got there a little bit late.
Fair
He was picked up by a ward in the mid too. They're going to go ahead and pick up
Zalgus, what are
airstrike
you doing?
too.
Oh, deleted.
Zalgus, for being the shaper of the fate vitality and seeing like the future so much, has walked into so many catches in these games tonight.
And
Doesn't matter
Moya
who
cleans
was
up Vex
playing
again.
it, man. And Moya
And
doing
see
Moya
you
things
later.
again. Oh, that
Nice
blink!
blink out by Dragon.
That blink is the only thing that
Just-
kept him alive
just
there.
barely. Yep,
That is
absolutely.
definitely Moya doing Moya things. Moya has a ruin because of the health the strife. Yeah, because of the strife on or
Definitely.
what am I saying? I'm talking. Yes, because of the strife on Finmore. It's also
Yeah.
going to help a lot with Parasite. Desecrator goes down too. Well, I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm talking about.
And
But the
Rune's
Moya-
always going to help against a tank, and they only have Desi.
Yeah, and the Moya has a betrayal too, so they're really just countering this Fenmore and their items that they're purchasing in the early and mid game, which is how you have to do it. You don't want to try to counter it after they're already OP. You want to counter
Absolutely.
it early. And this is a very easy Parasite. I tried to steal with the Ashabel ult, but that just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, I've only seen that work a handful of times.
There's enough damage there to last over a Vanquish, but the timing is just so rough.
When Drago
Drago,
gets caught out.
unfortunate.
Dragon feared.
Kensu.
Kensu doing Kensu things.
And I'm finally seeing his build. He's going to get destroyed here, but he's got Ambition Fate. He's still sitting on those 3 abolitions.
Yeah, nice change
So he's
by
just
Zalgus.
he's all about that extra damage. Unfortunately, he hasn't been in a team fight to really spread that around.
I think he's going a little.
Oh,
my
deleted!
God.
Vex is like, I'm going to go back now, guys. Boom. Boom.
Damn, that was a beautiful shot.
It was.
He
It
knew
was.
exactly where that was.
Lined it up right. And he's got the right items. He's got a Destruction and a Chaos, so when that was going to hit, it was going to do a lot. The Viana's just
especially
going
on a squishy.
tanky. Viana's going ultra tanky. Lots of health. Some defense.
It's perfect. She can sustain the whole team that way. I love it when Vianas do that.
Spirit side Mortal, we have that Strife, we've got that Ambition, we've got a Justice. He was going for some crazy carry stuff. It hasn't quite worked out as great as the Tylernol's build, though, just in terms of overall impact on the game. The Dibs went that duress with the Pestilence and the Control. Like, this is asshole Dibs at its finest. It just hasn't. There haven't been a lot of true team fights. It's been a lot of catch-outs. I think in a team fight, that asshole Dibs build is going to just do work. The Ashabel with the Decay, the Aggression, hasn't been able to finish a lot of items, unfortunately. Sitting on 1900 Vim could go finish something right now. Oh, missed the ult over the wall, Pork Chop. He ain't getting out either. That's a good shutdown for them. He had built up a lot of Vim on his bounty, so that's going to help them all out. Like, the Ashabel just made 600 Vim in that fight.
Wow.
That's how solid everything, the wave clear, between the wave clear and killing that Moya. That was a 600 Vim turnaround. And they're still clearing waves. Desecrator only has a Rebirth and a Hope. Not quite what you want, I think, 25 minutes into the game. But that's what he's got.
Definitely.
So, Ambition, Fate, and an Energy on Vex, most likely going to end up in a Resonance.
Yeah, Desecrator spent a lot of time dead because he's 0 and 5, sadly.
Yeah.
But I mean, those are both good items on Desi. Just need some.
Just want
some
a
other
little
stuff.
more. Just need a little more. The Moya went back and bought a Subjugation and a Freedom.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's just really bad. Dragain getting ulted, speaking of Subjugation.
Oh, there's the old.
But he's got his Stasis ult. He's doing work with it, too. Chasing down the Viana, dodges the Zalgus ult. Zalgus is looking for him, but Dragain picks him out. Spirit turns that around. Now they got to see if they can live through the Kensu here. Darowind trying to do Kensu things. This is dangerous for this Finmore, too. He's coming in from behind. He doesn't have a binding there, though.
Yeah.
Kensu's going to walk him down. Lock him up in the fire. Kensu down. Kensu down. Can they get the Tylenol, too?
Maybe.
No, they're not even. The Vex isn't
wait.
trying. The Desi is.
Vex, get him. There it is.
If the Vex had followed, there was enough lockup there to kill him.
Completely.
There. Oh, no!
No.
Run, Vex, run! No, Vex is dead. I don't even have to finish this. This Vex is
Early
dead.
dispel.
Yeah. Here's the thing. When the Vex stopped and used his ult to wave clear, at that point the Desecrator needed to just disengage.
Yep, completely.
Because if the Vex had followed, they'd have totally killed the Finmore. But the Vex was focused on clearing out the base, which is good. There's no binding there. You forced everybody out. It's one person alive. It's okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're looking at it here. Mortal versus Spirits. One side's got all their binding still, and the other one doesn't.
Viana is with 4K hit points now, apparently. Vex saying he's like, I won't play anymore. Dude, Vex, you're doing fine, man. The Vex is doing fine. Like, I like the attacks. I like the movement. I like what's going on. In that case, it was just that the pairing of the Desi and the Vex there, they didn't team up and focus together to take that target down, but that was it. Otherwise, I think it was fine.
Yeah, it looked to me like Desi was hesitated and Vex wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, but that's okay. Vex is working on picking up that money. I think he really wants to finish that Resonance. He's sitting on Elite Vim as I looked at it there for the moment, but he's almost coming up on that 1500. The Moya is just doing work there. I mean, 4 legendary items, 5 if they wanted to go back right now and finish another one off.
Not that Moya needs it at the moment.
Yeah. Dan Devilfish, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Oh, that ult to get away.
Drago ults to safety.
Yeah. I think at the amount of health he had, he should have just ulted back to his Locust.
Yeah, probably.
But
Probably
everybody's
stick around
looking
and help
around
support
on
the
these looking around at these purchases. Oh, flash from Kensu. He's trying to walk down the Viana. But there's 2 other team members there, and one of them's a Vex. And despite Vex not being happy with his play, you do not want to sit in front of that Vex.
Yeah. Oh, and Ashabel needs to wait a little bit until Desi locks down a target, then do the ult.
Yeah, this mortal side, TYLERNOL's Fenmore. His build now. Oh my god, Moya soloed that. Oh, just Moya
no
things.
Shit.
Yeah, 3/4
Just
health.
Moya things.
3/4 health. That's where the subjugation comes in at that point. It just does work. But the TYLERNOL's build, he's got a destruction, oppression, and ambition, a justice, and that energy most likely going to go into that potency. That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy damage.
It's gonna
what I
do
like
a
to
lot
see.
of work.
Kensu's still sitting on triple abolition, hasn't put the money in to finish it. Instead, finished off a resonance. Now they're going to walk this these 2 down. They killed the Asheville. Yep. Jason Snyder's going down. There's nothing he could do there. Another kill on the top lane on the Kensu, Dragain, and Desi.
Yeah, Kensu going
picking up at least 1, yeah.
TYLERNOL,
You wouldn't think a cat would go
Shut
that
down
ham,
by
but
Desi.
it definitely does. TYLERNOL, oh, that subjugation lockdown on Desecrator. Right in the Fenmore ult. It was just, that was crazy.
Viana's so strong. And I think that's why TYLERNOL went for the build that he has, is because he's like, hey, I've got Viana.
Yeah.
We good.
You don't need to build that kind of tanky, sustainy Fenmore. You can build the high, I'm going to delete you Fenmore.
Oh, I think Moya got a little too close. And got deleted by the Locust.
They're doing, yeah, they're getting harassed by the 6-man here and the Guardian. TYLERNOL going against Dragain. TYLERNOL just with Viana backing him up. Yeah, it's just nothing you can do there.
Yep.
It's going to get out-dueled every time. I think
if
they're
they
looking
can
for
catch
this
this
last
Viana
core.
out.
If they can get... Oh, there's 2 cores. The top one,
no.
Obi-Wan,
See you later, Vex.
got caught out in those chains. He's going to get out and
good
back to
dispel.
heal, which is good. God, there's so much going on. There's no focus on either team's sides, really, here. I would think you'd want to finish it off, but they're just letting the Striders do the work for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
This should be GG for the mortal side, even if they die
Striders
here.
hit hard.
Yeah.
Damn.
We'll see. Oh, well, I guess, nope. They're going to be able to save the Guardian
not yet.
before he goes completely down. He only lost about 400 health there. That was amazing. But they are facing Striders. The thing is this is going to get them a lot of money without any risk, because those Striders are going to push the waves up. Kensu trying to make Kensu plays, but against a Desecrator, he's not who you wanted to come face-to-face with in the jungle. Still almost kills him, but he gets collapsed on by 2 other members.
Desi's just
Oh, and he
too
gets
close,
him!
and I
He
don't know
gets
why
2!
walked back in.
2 for 1! Oh my god. You do not want to go for that, man. Desecrator, just walk away. He had 4 people surrounding him from his team that would have just squashed that kitty.
Desecrator went for a corruption. Not the choice I would have made at this point in the game. He's the only tank. He has to be the tank. So that's just not. I mean, the haste is good, power is good, but
Pork chop.
not.
Pork chop
Not
eating
the greatest.
Ashabel instead of the other way around, as it
Nom,
usually
nom, nom,
happens. But Obi-Wan getting away. That's impressive to get it. But turn it around. Don't turn around.
Careful.
You got away, man. Don't ruin that good play, because he's gonna get caught here. But yeah, the Guardian. Fear of the Guardian if you get that
choice
close.
to get out.
Yeah. Just some slow action here while the mortal side gets their players back up here. They should
they're
be able to finish it out otherwise. Oh, their items are just crazy. Kensu actually sold those triple abolitions off.
Oh,
As we see
TYLERNOL
some
almost
action.
got deleted. Tailwind coming out of Desi.
Drago just getting
down.
wrecked. Desi should
Dalga's
be able to
going
get
down.
away, though, even with that Fenmore ult. Nope.
Nope.
Dies anyway. Wow, that Fenmore doing work. Got the stun off the Moya
Yep.
to lock
there
the
it is.
Desecrator down. Obi-Wan's down. Yeah, holy Moya damage, no kidding. You
True
kind of
story.
knew
That's
that
game.
Moya, there's the build for Moya, guys. You kind of knew Moya was going to do work against a Shaper if Moya could solo Parasite and have 75% health left. So
Yeah,
that's just kind of how
subjugation
that
and the
works.
ambition.
That was craziness.
Yeah, great game, guys.
There was a lot more going on in that game than some of the games we've had today. There's just action in both lanes all the time. They're keeping it up, keeping it real.
Yeah, not hard to focus. There was a lot of splitting during that game. I liked the double jungle or the jungle with support meta. That was pretty cool.
It was neat to see it. It didn't work out as well. Um, I'm not overly like the Dibs Ashabel double jungle isn't the double jungle for me. Like an Ashabel jungle is really strong just on her own. She can totally do that
Absolutely.
on her own. But yeah, that Kinsu sold off those triple abolitions though in the end and picked up a pain and a dominance. Uh,
Yeah, stats on
I
those.
think that would have closed the game out a little quicker if they'd gotten that
completely.
earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, and Desi sold his hope towards the end. I think he was just being cheeky, but
Yeah, I think
if
Sock
you're-
kind of just gave up towards the end
yeah,
and was
and
like,
if you're a
eh.
tank and you're behind, you want to start trying to at least get, like 4 blue items at least, so you have something going on.
Yeah.
It's-
Even if
it's
you just
better than nothing.
pre-plan your greens, even if that's all you're doing.
Absolutely.
Like you flesh out all the slots, you know what they're going to turn into, you buy them all. You're at least getting that really efficient spend of Vim in those 4 items. But
Completely. That's what I
it's kinda
try
rough.
to do when I'm behind, and well, if you keep those kind of things in mind, what your kind of final build is or whatever, that's, to anybody who's newer out there, it's okay to buy greens. You don't have to wait until you get purples.
Exactly. All right, I'm going to run another giveaway for 100% pure crystal, straight from the heart of the woods, the Waystone Crystal
Ooh.
Word Skin. Just
That
go
blue
ahead.
crystal, though.
Nightbot is not in my channel. Why is Nightbot not in my channel?
Aw, poor Nightbot's had some server issues with their host lately.
We will get Nightbot in the channel. We will get that started as soon as possible.
There he
guys.
is.
My apologies. Let me get him in the right